Welcome back, everybody. Today, got a good project for you. We're going to drywall around this door. Over here is 100-year-old lath and plaster. Over here is 100-year-old lath and plaster. Perfectly smooth walls in this kitchen, so we will be matching that. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Got to do some chipping away here so we get a feathered edge. The door is already in. Ideally, you would put a sheet up here before you put the door in and then just buzz out the opening. Because of weather conditions, couldn't do it that way. First step is we have to cut all the foam. Then we have to put in some furring strips because we're matching old lath and plaster. And we used 2x4 construction. Same as what the existing wall is, 2x4 construction.
Why didn't you use the J molding? Why'd you put the brick molding over the top of the siding? Handyman, I'm a professional door installer of 99 years. And you don't put the brick mold over the siding.
Those are just a few of the questions that I got from the last video. If you want to know the answers to those questions and a few others, stick around to the end of the video. Oh, and there'll be a link in the description of where you can get a caulk gun hat and t-shirt. They're official and original. The Handyman.store. See you at the end of the video. Two and an eighth. 52 and an eighth. Call 52 and an eighth. First coat of setting compound is done. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'll do a scrape, a light sand, and then I'll go over it with a topping compound. That's where I'll start feathering it way out. And though this corner won't need much, this corner will just need a touch up. I'm going to be using a worn out fine sanding sponge for this last sand before we put the primer on. Top secret pro tip to level 7.5 drywall, 3/4 inch nap roller puts a nice little stipple to blend out any imperfections that may be in the wall. Lost his marbles. So you can see that stipple, and there is, see, like this line here, yet that's not visible once this gets another coat of paint. That's just the different colors between the joint compound and the plaster. Trying to get some better angles for you. And keep in mind, this stipple will shrink up quite a bit once the paint dries. It looks like a white wall, looks perfect, doesn't look like there is a DIY repair there. Is that centered? No, it's not. Woo! Hey, the video's over. It's finally over. Now, you don't want to miss the next one. The next project are huge. Bigger than this. Ridiculous. I still have to caulk and paint, but I'm not videoing that. You'll have to wait and see the big reveal to see how everything looks once it's caulked and painted. On camera, it's going to look the exact same way. Still got to come up with a little threshold down here at the bottom. You'll see that at the reveal. It's just going to be a piece of oak that I put a round over edge on and put some polyurethane on. It's going to go cover that little gap there. Baseboard on this wall will go in. Don't forget to pick yourself up an official, original caulk gun hat and t-shirt. This is an old one. I've had this. Looks like it's one of the original test designs from a year ago. But they are original and official. It's the only place in the world to get one. So get them while they last. We'll talk about the secret society later once you get one of these. Hey, did your dog eat half your beard? That's a funny joke. Ha ha ha. Wind blows and next thing you know, half your beard's over there and there's nothing over here. Go have an apple martini. That's not a standard install, putting the brick mold over the top of steel siding. It's not vinyl, it's not aluminum, it's freaking steel. The entire house is going to be re-sided, and I've already torn down the wall that is adjacent to it. You can see it in the video, the last video, the windows. That whole wall is gone. You can go check it out on my Instagram. I've started posting pictures from the next video series. Back when I filmed this video, I had planned on having me do a voiceover and explain some of these things to you, and well, I didn't get around to the voiceover. So I understand the questions.
And the anger and the outrage of brick mold over the siding.
The strip of siding to the left of the door is just flopping around. There's a few that may have a nail on it, but without something holding it in place, it's just going to fall off. That section of the house is not on the schedule to be sided at the time of the door. Hopping all over the place according to a specific priority list. You can't just go out and find J-molding. Aluminum, vinyl, steel, it's not used in this part of the country anymore. You can't find that stuff off the shelf. It's got to be special ordered. The schedule depends a lot on the cost of lumber. Why lumber? Well, when the wall with the door gets redone, as far as the siding, it's going to happen when the covered patio gets installed. So how's it sealed up? It's foamed. That foam that I squirted in there squirts out the side. You take your knife or your little buzz saw and buzz it off, caulk it, and paint it. Where's the tongue and groove ceiling? This kitchen is so massive that it's still in there. It's just in another massive area of the kitchen. So the kitchen has two different ceiling heights. The tall portion of the ceiling still has the tongue and groove that I installed in previous videos. Once the big reveal comes out, it'll probably be middle to the end of November, around Thanksgiving, right next to Black Friday. Let you sit on that one for a bit. I did post a quick picture on Instagram of some of the analytics of this YouTube channel. And we're going down the road into the weeds of business talk. Anything that has to do with money is over on the Handyman Business YouTube channel. That is at 77,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get to 100,000 in the next few months. And if you're interested in that sort of business stuff, that money talk or scheduling, kind of a conversation like this would be over on the Handyman Business YouTube channel. That's going to be linked down below in the description as well. So all you 99-year-old door installers, hopefully your pacemakers didn't give out during the video where I put the door over the top of the siding. Goodbye.